हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। आज का ये वीडियो स्पेशली क्लास 10 के बच्चों के लिए है जिनका बिजनेस स्टडीज़ BST का एग्ज़ाम अक्टूबर 2024 में होने वाला है। BST सब्जेक्ट में बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हैं। इस वीडियो में आपको BST से रिलेटेड, बिजनेस स्टडीज से रिलेटेड बहुत सारे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस विद आंसर्स आपको इस वीडियो में मिलेंगे, जो कि इस बार के एग्ज़ाम में इम्पॉर्टेंट हो सकते हैं। तो चलिए इस वीडियो को पूरा बिना स्किप किए देखिए। आपको बहुत सारे नोट्स इस वीडियो में हम कवर करने वाले हैं। एग्ज़ाम पैटर्न पे बात कर ले तो ये जो BST का एग्ज़ाम है वो आपका 100 मार्क्स का होगा और BST के बिजनेस स्टडीज़ के एग्ज़ाम को लिखने के लिए आपको 3 घंटे का टाइम मिलेगा। तो वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। पहला क्वेश्चन, एक्सप्लेन द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस। द आंसर इज फर्स्ट पॉइंट, ईजी टू फॉर्म. Like sole proprietorship, the partnership business can be formed easily without any legal formalities. It is not necessary to get the firm registered. A simple agreement, either oral or in writing, is sufficient to create a partnership firm. Second number point, availability of large resources. Since two or more partners join hands to start partnership business, it may be possible to pool more resources as compared to sole proprietorship. The partners can contribute more resources as compared to sole proprietorship. Third number point, balanced decisions. The partners are the owners of the business. Each of them has equal right to participate in the management of the business. In case of any conflict, they can sit together to solve the problems. Since all partners participate in decision making, there is less scope for reckless and hasty decisions. Question is, define cooperative societies. And the answer is, it means those who want to work together with some common economic objective can form a society which is termed as cooperative society. Next question is, define joint stock company. And the answer is, the companies in India are governed by the Indian Companies Act 1956. According to the Act, a company means a company formed and registered under this Act. It is an artificial person created by law, having a separate legal entity with perpetual succession and a common seal. Next question is, explain the characteristics of joint stock company. And the answer is, first point, artificial legal person. A company is an artificial person created by law and existing only in contemplation of law. A human being who takes birth, grows, enters into relationship and dies, whereas a joint stock company also takes birth, grows, enters into relationship and dies. Second number point, separate legal entity. A company has a separate legal entity distinct from its members. It can own property and enter into contracts in its own name. It can sue and be sued in its own name. Third number point, perpetual succession. A company enjoys a perpetual succession and its life is not affected by the death, insolvency, lunacy, etc. of its members or directors. Fourth point, limited liability. Liability of the members of a limited company is limited to the value of the shares subscribed by them or to the amount of guarantee given by them. Next question is, difference between private limited and public limited companies. And the answer is, in the case of a private company, minimum number of persons required to form a company is 2, while it is 7 in the case of public company. Second point, a private company has to have a minimum paid up of capital of rupees 1 lakh, whereas a public company has to have a minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh. Third point, in private company the right to transfer shares is restricted, whereas in case of public company the shares are freely transferable. Next question is, mention 4 characteristics of government company. And the answer is, it has a separate legal existence. Second point, either the whole or at least 51% of the total paid up share capital is held by the government. Third number point, all the directors or a majority of them are appointed by the company. Fourth number point, its employees are not civil servants. Next question is, what is meant by business communication? And the answer is the sharing of information between people within an enterprise that is performed for the commercial benefit of the organization. In addition, business communication can also refer to how a company shares information to promote its product or services to potential consumers. Next question is, letters are the best means of communication. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons. And the answer is, letters are a written form of communication. These can be sent or received by individuals or organizations. Written messages in the form of letters can be delivered to the receivers through special messengers, post offices, or private couriers. This method is mostly used where face-to-face communication is difficult or other means are not easily available. It helps in keeping a record of the communication. The cost involved is low in this means of communication. Next question is, email is the fastest method of transmitting written messages. Explain. And the answer is, electronic mail, popularly known as email, is a modern means of communication. The system makes use of electronic method of transmitting and receiving information. Letters, messages, pictures, or sounds can be sent through their computer to the email account of other individuals. आगे बढ़ने से पहले अगर आपने अभी तक इस वीडियो को लाइक नहीं किया है और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो काइंडली इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें इसी तरह के वीडियोस को देखते रहने के लिए. Next question is, differentiate between verbal and non-verbal communication. And the answer is, verbal communication is the use of auditory language to exchange information with other people. It includes sounds, words, or speaking. The tone, volume, and pitch of one's voice can all contribute to effective verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is communication between people through non-verbal or visual cues. This includes gestures, facial expressions, body movement, timing, touch, and anything else that communicates without speaking. Next question is, explain the different role of banking. And the answer is, it encourages savings habits amongst people and thereby makes funds available for productive use. Second point, it acts as an intermediary between people having surplus money and those requiring money for various business activities. Third number point, it facilitates business transactions through receipts and payments by checks instead of currency. Fourth number point, it provides loans and advances to businessmen for short-term and long-term purposes. Fifth number point, it also facilitates import-export transactions. Next question is, short note on EXIM. EXIM का full form, Export Import Bank of India. And the answer is, Export Import Bank of India. If you want to set up a business for exporting products abroad or importing products from foreign countries for sale in our country, EXIM Bank can provide you the required support and assistance. The bank grants loans to exporters and importers and also provides information about the international market. It gives guidance about the opportunities for export or import, the risks involved in it, and the competition to be faced, etc. इस वीडियो में फ़िलहाल इतना ही. इस वीडियो को अगर आपको पसंद आया तो ज़रूर से इस वीडियो को लाइक करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें इस तरह के वीडियो को, नोट्स वाले वीडियोस को आपको देखते रहने के लिए, ताकि आपके आने वाले एग्ज़ाम्स में आपको काफ़ी सारे हेल्प हो सके. तो मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग.